Welcome back, programs. I am your hard drive, Ghost Okami, and we are playing Home. I don't know what episode we're playing on because I'm recording this continuously. We've just found Norman dead. Might be cheating with my girlfriend. Not sure. Found a hairpin though. We're gonna leave. I used the hairpin to pick the lock. The hairpin snapped in half, so I threw it away. The general store was small, but it was clean. It had the usual things: postcards, snacks, magazines, and canned goods. I never went there much. Rachel usually stopped by after work if we needed anything. The register was mostly empty, and a fat stack of travel magazines sat beside it. The icebox seemed to be unplugged. It must have been off for a while. Most of the continents were half melted. I think I said continents. Contents. Sorry. There was various postcards from the area, especially from the tourist traps. One of the postcards showed an old black and white photo of the water tower. It looked to be in much better shape then. My God, what had I seen? Norman was dead, but I had no idea why. I didn't know he could be involved in all this, but the thought of him lying on the floor up there was sickening. The only comfort I had was the gun I still carried. But was it really a comfort or a curse? The rain was coming down hard, but at least I was close to home. It wouldn't be long before I got my answers. You know, I'm kind of wondering, am I going to get accidentally blamed for having the gun? If I get blamed for, all this crap, I'm going to be kind of mad. It was locked. This wasn't the right gate. The gate was locked tight. This wasn't my house. This must be my house, then. Well, now, wait a minute. If this was my house... Oh, gosh dang it. Apparently I'm going into my house. The gate was locked tight. This wasn't my house. The neighborhood's local post box. A letter was sticking out as if someone had pushed it all the way in. Or hadn't pushed it all the way in. I knew it wasn't right, but did I take the letter? I don't know. Should I? I mean, I feel like if I keep taking stuff, people are going to be like, why do you have mail? And I'm going to get arrested, and I'm going to be mad. Yeah, take it, whatever. Let's do it anyway. There was no return address, but the envelope was addressed to Norman. Oh, well, good. Carefully, I tore it open and looked at the letter inside. It read, "Stay away, she's mine." That was it. No signature, no other information. You know what? Maybe I found out. I mean, this is just a theory, because I really don't know. So if this happens, I'm good at guessing, I guess. I'm wondering if I'm the killer, and Norman was messing around with my girlfriend, and I killed her, and then I had to kill some other people because I lost my job and I was pissed about it, and so I killed the guard there, and somehow I injured my leg and passed out and forgot everything. Maybe I am the killer. I had the wrong gate. This was locked. Oh crap. Gosh dang it. I had entered our backyard. The rain gave me a terrible sense of foreboding, and it chilled me through my clothes. I was expectant, but also afraid. I held my breath as I approached our back door. I was terrified to step inside. There's blood there, see? I bet you I did something. Or she did something. The house was painfully quiet. The only sound was my own breathing, ragged and strained. I flicked the light switch by the door and the power was off. The table was clean. It hadn't been used any time recently. The door to the basement was locked. Where had I put the damn key? There was a small pile of mail on the floor in front of the mail slot. How long had I been away? Why hadn't Rachel picked this up? Most of the contents were bills. There was a credit card bill there. Did I open it? Yes. I ripped the bill open to read it. To my surprise, it said something about canceling my credit card due to non-payment. What the hell? The front door was locked from the inside. I couldn't go out, though I needed to see if Rachel was here. If it was locked from the inside, I should be able to open it, right? An old photo of Rachel and me stared back at me, reminded me of better times. It didn't make me feel terribly comfortable. Did I keep it? Yes. I replaced the photo in my wallet, feeling like I had got a part of my life back. Still, the image made me uneasy. Why had I thrown it away? Our television. I had purchased it before I knew I was going to lose my job. I felt pretty guilty about it afterward, but then it was too late. The door was stuck shut. There was an old-fashioned keyhole underneath the handle. The books there were half mine, half Rachel's. Hey, now that I looked more closely, it looked like that man in the house had some of the same books as I did. There was a suitcase on the bed. It was Rachel's. I remembered it from the last trip we took out west. Did I open the suitcase? Yes. I wasn't sure what to make of the suitcase's contents. Inside was a few days' worth of clothes, some toiletries, and a train ticket. Where was she planning to go? I bet I was secretly just a douchebag and I killed everybody. Oh. Our hallway mirror had been smashed, its pieces scattered around the floor. Our sink, which needed to be replaced, one of the taps always stuck, but I hadn't got around to fixing it yet. We were lucky to get a house with one of those wonderful old claw-footed bathtubs. Watch me miss a bunch of stuff like above my head and I'm never gonna know. My laptop had been left on and only had a tiny bit of power left. On the screen was a website about the old water tower. There was a key on top of the drawer of my desk. Did I take it? Yes. I pocketed the key. Ugh. Was this door the one that was locked? No, this was the bathroom. Yeah. The door was downstairs. Over here. The door was stuck shut, and there was an old-fashioned... Yeah, I know, but I picked up a key. What the hell? Is there anything else over here? Like around? Maybe I go back downstairs. To the front door. The front door was locked from the inside. I couldn't go out, so I needed to see if Rachel was here. Okay. I unlocked the... Oh, here we go. It's the basement door key. Okay. Why is there a lock on the basement? That seems kind of just pointless. There were old Christmas decorations in the box. The garbage bags were stuffed with old paint cans and supplies. There was a dirty old key here. Did I take it? Yes. I took the small key and tried to remember what it unlocked. There were old clothes, tools, and other things we obviously hadn't thrown out yet. I had put up this divider wall last summer so we could create a separate room in the basement. I hadn't finished it yet, so the door was stuck and the drywall was poorly installed. I might have been able to break through if I had found something heavy enough. Well, didn't I find something heavy enough? Wait, did I look in these boxes? We had way too much junk. Didn't I pick up something heavy before? Alright, now this door should be open. The grimy key I had found in the basement unlocked the door. It looked like the room had been tossed around. The furniture was a mess. Did somebody break in here? There's like blood everywhere. There was an old crowbar on the floor. Did I need to take the crowbar? Yes. I lifted the heavy crowbar. I appreciated its weight. Okay, so I had to come in here to get the crowbar to break down the drywall. Simple. The crowbar I have found would have been strong enough to burst through the cheap wall. Did I break through the wall within the crowbar? Yes. With a heave, I swung the crowbar at the wall. I smashed a hole large enough to step through. As I stepped through the broken wall, my breath caught in my throat. This was it. Was Rachel down there? Was she okay? Oh God, I don't want to know. There's blood. Don't look. Oh, what's that sound? Oh God, what's the sound? A filthy-looking pile of rags had been dumped here in the corner. The stench of them was awful and made my eyes water. I was terrified to even touch the pile to see what lay within, but I knew I had to. I had come this far. After all this searching, after all I had seen, when I looked within the rags, did I finally find my Rachel? Also, I get to decide. Did I find Rachel? Did I? I don't know. What if I say no? Maybe she's gone. Yes? No? If I say no, will the story go on? If I say yes, will it end? I don't know. I don't want to make this decision. I don't want to. Oh, did I find her? What do you guys think? I kind of want to say yes, but I kind of want to say no. I'm like 50-50. I really have no idea. If I say no, it could be some other dead person or just nothing. If I say yes... screw it. Yes. I don't even care. Just clicking it. I don't care. Oh! What the fuck? Oh God. Among the stained fabric and the rotting odor, my wife's body lay crumpled in a heap. A single bloody wound had ripped open her chest, but thankfully the details were obscured by blood and dirt. I could tell she had been shot. The thought of the handgun I had taken made me retch. So this was the feeling of the pit of my stomach, the tingling that had brought me back. I had finally come home, and my wife was dead. I thought about it, and I seemed to have wondered if any of it could help me figure out whom had done this. And when I couldn't stay here any longer, I stepped away on shaky legs and made my way back upstairs, reluctantly exhausted from my journey. I could no longer resist the urge to close my eyes. Alright, guys, we're going to end there. I'm not sure how much longer this game's going to be. I mean, I've already played an hour or so, so maybe there's going to be more. So my wife's dead. I still think I did it, but I'm not sure if I did it or not. So, anyways, as always, guys, if you like this video, please leave a like. It does help me figure out what you guys are interested in. If you want to see more from me, please hit that subscribe button, become one of my programs, and I will see you guys next time.